Fathers, how did your child change your life forever? I was 32 when my wife Elaine told me we were expecting. Back then, I was climbing the corporate ladder at Davidson & Mills, a high-powered accounting firm in Chicago. 14-hour days were my norm. Weekends at the office were expected. My boss called it commitment. Elaine called it something else entirely. This baby isn't going to raise itself, Marcus, she'd say, hands resting on her growing belly. And I'm not doing it alone. I'd nod and promise things would change after the next big client or tax season. They never did. When Lily arrived on a snowy February morning, I held her tiny body against my chest and made all the usual promises new fathers make. I'll always be there. I'll protect you. Nothing will ever be more important. I meant every word, until my phone buzzed with work emails 3 hours later. The first year was a blur of missed moments. First smile? I was on a conference call. First steps? I was in Denver for a client meeting. First word? I only heard about it 3 days later. She said, "Dada, Marcus." She was looking at your picture on the nightstand, Elaine told me, her voice flat. I smiled, but something twisted in my chest. Still, nothing changed. I kept chasing that next promotion, that bigger bonus. It's all for her future, I'd tell myself, driving to work before sunrise. Then came her second birthday. I'd promised to be home by 3 for her party. At 6:30, I was still stuck in a meeting with the senior partners. When I finally arrived home, the decorations were sagging, the cake half-eaten. Elaine gave me a look that said everything without a word. "Daddy!" Lily toddled over, arms raised. Up, I lifted her, breathing in her baby shampoo smell, feeling her little arms around my neck. "I saved you cake," she whispered like it was our special secret. That night, after Lily was asleep, Elaine said words that changed everything. She stopped asking where you were today, Marcus. She's getting used to you not being here. I couldn't sleep. At 3 a.m., I found myself standing in Lily's doorway, watching her chest rise and fall. On her wall hung a family drawing from daycare, a tall stick figure labeled Daddy, standing far away from the mommy and me figures. The next morning, I requested a meeting with my boss. "Family leave?" he scoffed. "You're up for partner next year, Marcus. This isn't the time to step back." "It's 3 months, I said, surprising myself with my steady voice. "Take 3 months, and partner might never happen," he warned. I thought about Lily's drawing. I understand. Those 3 months changed everything. I learned the rhythm of Lily's days, her favorite breakfast songs, how she liked her stuffed animals arranged, the way she'd scrunch her nose before laughing. One afternoon, while building a blanket fort, Lily looked at me with serious eyes. "Daddy, you live here now?" My heart cracked. "I've always lived here, sweetie." She shook her head. "Number you lived at work, but I like you living here better." When my leave ended, I didn't go back to Davidson & Mills. Instead, I started a home-based accounting practice. My income dropped by half. My stress level dropped by more. 5 years later, my business is thriving, within the boundaries I've set. No weekend work, no missing school events. Lily is 7 now and doesn't remember when Daddy lived at work.